Oh, that's sim기. 지금 마대와당 마지워라 가려요 상마파 상마 퇴선 tren고레스.
Now think any type of mental worry or mental unease is completely dispelled.
다 uk추 당기요 파 당기요 시바 제로. similar 담을 태용거도나 우드데 격스 당고레스.
Now, just be aware of the inhalations and exhalations. Just place the mind there. And if you find there's a lot of discursive thought, you can speed up the breath a bit, quicken it.
아예 다 미기 당지 미기 만설로 시샤제 미기 당나야고 요래네. 우글 장가제네로 uk추 당 파단지 추당 파단이 장가 숨제고 숨잡 근데 잡사오다야 대 참샤제 심 다다와 되가나 심 시바지 거기 숨보지도 딩고에 심바지 대가나 디스테 딕스독스 곰 잡샤스.
Now, gently open the eyes, they're slightly open, and continue the breathing meditation. But this time, we're going to count the inhalations and exhalations. So I'm breathing in, breathing out, that's 1. Breathing in, breathing out, that's 2. I do that 3 times, and do those 3 cycles 3 times. So at the end of that, just place the mind in its quiet stillness and observe that peace of mind.
then ja nga che was sum jabra
Mhm.
thanga jabdu uktu chu tangi yo dang pa tangi with the sheba chen jawda.
Yeah. Now we're going to do 5 cycles. So now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out 5 times. And we're going to do those 5 cycles 3 times. Here, be aware that now you're breathing in, now you're breathing out as one cycle. That's important.
다심 가가라 되지 다다와 디 sheba 지 thanga jago marera.
Now place the mind in the present moment, quietly, without counting. Just rest in the present moment.
다 미가시 심 가고 심부디 ngoysung도 가고로가.
Yeah.
단다 직 지옥계로 그거에 나래 다카레나 디가나 심샤 디시바 저는 디고 예.
In terms of staying in the present moment, it's difficult for some people to just stay with the mind. So if you hear bird sounds or whatever sounds, that's fine. Stay there.
아야 다 딩슬로 내셔 왔다.
Everyone can relax out now.
다 제가 곰 인데 잠나 삼발로 연구도 알아. 당에
Yeah.
드시 야우문도.
When we sit like that, it's just relaxed the mind by itself, isn't it? Not need to say much.
다 대쇼베 조다르시 곰자tum나 야고여로 왔던데 좀서 미사와던데이나 곰시 찹스네 당보로. 근데 곰디 잡곰자 무투제 잡다네 가능 간제 칼레칼레스 냠뇽던데 일레용으로 곰자기 제기 냠뇽 레용으로네. 다그 내가 가려 있네 당보 깔레여로 아주 칼라스에 있는 당보 칼라스 마신디네 탑장 룽간 탐마베 실링블링 서로 베 아니 칼라스에 취저 숨 쉬든데고 산산 사구차 산산 책로도
Yeah.
레라오민도 데 칼라스에 질레 레라오민도
Yeah.
곰자디 심 교다야지레 레라오요 말들 딜라 뮤투지에다 에 야보레스로 잠나네 고 칼레갈레 냠뇽사 용으로.
So it's good if we can cultivate a daily meditation practice. Some of us this might be new for us. It's good if we can cultivate that so that if you do these meditations on a daily basis, once, twice, 3 times, make it a good habit, then slowly experience will come around that. It's very much like when we start to do a new job that we don't know, it's quite difficult, isn't it, the outset? To begin with, we might not know even how to cook a nice meal. It might take us a lot of preparation, 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes we might even burn it until we're really good at making that meal. But conversely, how much more difficult it is to turn the mind, to tame your own mind, of course. Then, in that light, we need to be steady. We need to be regular. So then we get experience from that.
아야 다디체 다단다 먼저 곰디다 꾸론체 아니 롱종체 아니 다 롱우종 곰체 아니 심 다다가나 샤야 곰디진 시잡레스로.
So then we did these series of meditations where we first set the correct intention or motivation. Then we did like a breathing exercise. Then we counted the breath, and then we just remained in the present moment, like these 4 different divisions.
저단 심 다다가나 샤야 다 개좀 쇼레 나도 다디 레일하고요 말라 개좀 보래로.
Yeah. Now, that ability to just place the mind in the present moment is very important. Same time, it's not easy to do that.
먼저 가도이네 대변에 주나라 야도도
Rawa.
야면은 마음바도 다다 시다 대음도 다다들 대마도나니 다다수수 강요와디 가오곰도고 말아 부시 지도고 말아로. 근데 매우체 딜레 야가지고도 딜레 야가지고도 도도 체제 먼저 강 국업 이어와디 단다 국업 이어와디 라도고 요로 배낭 알아서 단다 뉴질랜드 제가 다 룽바 단다 집으로 와 딜레 대대와디 뭐 심마도 나나야 지메 제가 신다질레나 아다디 양자 국업도 요마로 대나시 단다 티징로도 데 저런서 나의 국업 상보를 저런서 국업 상보를 알아서 다 가도이네 된데 두야 요마로 데다 두저야 심지 다다가는 데만도 나나네 디 푸시에 지도 말에 대체마도 나나 국업만 보지 국업디 라도도 국업 쇼도 그래 국업 가도이네 요 말다로.
That ability to remain in the present moment is very important, because often we are caught up in the past, or we're revolving about the future, these thoughts and plans about the future. So what happens then is the mind cannot stay long. The mind cannot stay long in the present moment. So then you can't appreciate the joy, because you start thinking, oh, I need this, I need that. And then you lose the opportunity to be right where you are in that present moment. Well, let's look at it in terms of New Zealand. in New Zealand, conventionally, we're doing okay. We're quite happy, but we might go to another place thinking that place is better, but then we can't get it back, what we had here. So then, and then just where we are in this meditation hall, I'm happy instructing, you should be happy sitting. That's all we need to do. But if you start thinking about other things, then you lose that present opportunity to be happy.
어디지? 다되네. 당기 수바. 다디 수바 고미야디. 메제나로 캐좀 보셔로.
Yeah.
다 동해 당내게 수바디 당기로 없지 쉬스면시. 다 강에 제셔디. 뇌절에 치면년 배서버서 들어.
Yeah.
다디 투균 수수. 틸레니 미디 딱 강에 제셔디 딜레요래. 데지 ngöse chik dugja malana de lega chidaro je naw mandone ne simnala majibad le yongda ode da simchu yongoro de negala ni da suba komne ro suba khandes komgureta
We talked about coming back to forbearance and being patient, just being patient with the general dissatisfactions and suffering in this life, and that was important. But there's also another type of patience where we have to be relaxed in the face of harm when there are aggressors or people that are harming us. That could be particularly with regards to those around us, those really close to us. Now, sometimes that comes in the form of like bad speech, but even just like a bad posture or a bad face can make you feel
bad face.
Bad face. Sorry. Can make you feel like you need. Well, then you need to be patient with that.
아유. 니라 수베 편유데 삼다나 아니 소고미야를 핀다 연구라.
Here, what really helps, if you can think of the benefits of being relaxed, the benefits of being patient, how great.
수고 곰나 아니 닝조 연구라. 와 편유데다.
In short, if you can be patient in the future, you'll look beautiful. That's
it. 그래서 닝조서야라. 배샤만 못해요 말해. 소금나 닝조 차 그래.
You guys who want to look so good looking, so beautiful, you spend so much money, but if you meditate, then in the future you won't have to spend on that.
딩오네레. 미 서바 야구 kom니에서 도 ngebo yenae 미 서바 kom니데 미가거도. 닝조버서야 돼 유지 카도 제부고 말다. 미카셰 동에보 왜직 파데나 동이로 된데 이나에 서바 kom데디 미상마야 될 거거도. 근데 서바 kom에 나게 제보도 통용 거라 실로. 뭐 되다.
Really, here we're not just talking about being patient and looking like a good-looking person or with like a good color in your face. Not at all. Even the people that don't look so good, if they're really practicing this inner quality of forbearance, others like to look at them. Patience. Yeah. This is, we can see this through our experience in society.
미카셰 동제보요 버셔로 아니 제보가 안기 당분이 오라는 베 콘드사오 란사미는 미가금도 와들 코금도.
Yeah.
어디래다.
And then conversely, the best looking people, they might look really nice, but they're so irritable and quickly it doesn't look so nice.
제가 서고금나 다 캡상 먹고요래로. 서고금나 아니 수수쌤 마투야. 아니 톡보 마르도 톡보 토모. 서고 마검바체 강에 테스트해다가 동에 테스트 만들고다가 아니 대육샤 아니 가시 사지 접어자 가시 톡보 접어자 가시 내가 접어자 저보다 서버 고민이나 저자고 말해. 내가 저자고 말해. 톡보 저자고 말해. 사자야 가와 되네. 이거래 봐. 아니 야고도 어디? 봐. tingsan lega chego chuna kale do arwa
Yeah.
나 간 내가 여기서 수수 수고 검제 미투니 제대 때 학산 남다 제대비나 아니 미 보스 나 내가 러러 상마 수수를 가보요나 이나라 이부체 대에도 내가 되나 아니 알레 딩상다 내가도 쇼비나 배 체크하고 알 학버도 로야 되지 전부 찾아는 내가 세워주나 하고 쇼래도 뭐네다 뭐연이 들어와도서 로야
Yeah.
음
Really, when we think about the benefits of cultivating forbearance, patience, there's a lot of profit, so much benefits. There is the fact that you never lose your mental peace, you never get perturbed, and then you have more friends. Whereas conversely, people who don't practice patience keep giving up, keep giving up, keep giving up. Giving up in terms of the friends, giving up in terms of the place, always wanting to change place, always wanting to change friends. So the lack of stability.
change one job
Change one's job, sorry, yeah. So then on account of changing the job, if you are able to stay with your job and have patience, even a type of patience that is more like altruistic or deeper type of patience, then you are able to put up with whomever at your work, be it a colleague or a boss, and they will come to like oneself. And this is important around jobs, because these days the jobs can be more difficult to get when you lose them. And secondly, the older we get, the more difficult it is to get a job.
I have one friend and she's told very hard to finding job after 50 is a little bit harder. I think most company they're smart. The young people easy to keep job. They have lots of energy. They're less talking at all, right? At all.
Yeah, as we get older.
They like talking, you know. They like talking. Similar me. Other than that, 서버 겁나. 다 서버 겁나 돼야 총기 이제 대학에 계시고 말아.
Yeah.
미들라 닝지 공부. 닝지 공부. 수수 쌤도 마트 버셔야 되로. 다 수수 컨트롤 아니 주나. 수수라 주틱 두자라미 남주 두자 되니 주나. 근데 수수 쌤 마트 버셔야 다고 자나. 아니 될라. 수수라 쌤기 연대 때문에 딴 거도. 대 당연히 대 개개래서 하더라.
Right, now here, being patient doesn't just mean being quiet and taking it, not at all. Here, being patient, being forbearing means being patient in the face of upsets. So one is talking about great compassion, so that if others come at you with an angry attitude, with bad speech, you don't lose your mental peace. Here what happens is the mind's qualities increase, those beings become a teacher for you.
안데 내 유행에 나가요. 다 닝지 삼당. 오늘 미들 닝지 공로.
Yeah.
미베저디 셈 툭제 너버지 그러면서 셈 주요네 밀 너버지 말해. 셈 툭네 네 계자 직도 잘라 그래. 남주도 자당. 제도 아제 다데 셈툭 사나 네 디줄 동에 열어. 아지 다들 동에 열어. 가르스나 그 알아 융아 남주도 자 딩기도 직도 자 시기도로. 제단다 닝자데 동에데 테러시나 삼 자와 공부해야 돼요. 닝지 공부이나 그래서 쌤 두구면도 와 두규 파샤네 신노단도 닝지 숙체를 두고도 알아. 근데 이따 동해에서는 다 깽이 토드샤 깽이 톡샤서
Yep.
로종게 냠래나라 다도서 깨라 전부로 용시버지래라 좀 메제나라 아니 배주체비나 펜도체 뭐 간데도라.
So, in the sense of being patient and not being just like a passive taker, but working with the compassion side of it, great compassion, when someone is coming at you with aggression or bad speech, whatever, you would go, oh, how upset they are. This must be because their mind has become shaken up and disturbed. So they must be unhappy around something. So then you can be forbearing around that, patience around that, because for them, what's happened is it's already too late. They have lost their peace of mind. So they are showing you, either physically or with their speech, negative actions. So here, this is a condition around which they are an object of your compassion. Now, not only does one not get upset, but one meditates on compassion for them in order to improve one's stability of mind. So you don't get upset. And this is what we call being able to turn a negative into a positive. And this is quite a well-known practice for meditation practice. It's called turning adversity into the path.
다 단다 수버디 뇌질을 치면이 수버 고마디게 아주 스트레스 양자제 민조 차도래. 스트레스면은 앵자리 패진 용사 말해. 앵자리면은 디프레션 용고 말해. 론리네스에 용고 말해. 다 단대 수버디 야부 공부이 나라다. 뇌질을 치면이 수버디 야부 공부이나 저런 스트레스 추네 용고 말이다.
Yeah. If you are able to cultivate this type of patience, being patient in the face of harm, as a basic level, then stress won't even have the opportunity to come. And of course, if there's no stress, then it won't deepen into anxiety, depression, and loneliness. So these are the benefits of being patient in the face of adversity.
딱 컨디션 용거래, 그렇죠? 다나 소금링아 스트레스 매우 컨디션 차그래. 저런 정말 TV나 안gel린자고.
Now, how does that actually work? That if you're patient, stress doesn't come. You ask me the question, I shall answer.
다 소금 공부이나 아니 수수예 미드 수수를 가버치기도 와. 촉부 조무망부 차용 것도 와. 오네게 촉부를. 디 배샤가 촉부 조무 말다. 딩상 망부지 배샤요나 아니 망부 커거도. 제메 미드 배샤면은 촉부 디다다 되게나 면하러. 제가 다디 배샤가 촉부 말아. 촉부 오네 센 딩기 그런 연대지 통제 가고요 와. 소금 공부데 아직 당에 바노바 다가서 제브레 단도가 수뇌레 말로지 단도가 수 펜토고도 상 아니 당에 미들 강의시켜는 거 로봇 치고도 쓰제네 오늘게 더 초보 초모 약보던데 때처럼 강의된데 태는 여러 치기인다 쓰니던데 용거를 해서 와 어떤데 초보 초모 니 숨지 여배이나 매제나가 저랑 스트레스 주는 매우 잘 갈배나 먼저 배샤마다는 와 저랑 레지스터 라자 용용체 아니 직사자 오클랜드와당 인델 도고주나 아니 어당아 왜 오클랜드도 아니 다리 배샤스 당금면도 야면은 인딩다로시 아니 질람나 거 말해서 미 줘요 근데 내 당에 띠가 다른 게 띠가 등에 뉴고스 파즈로 가지고도 아니 디스트레스 민도아 그러와 아니 저거 야부 검토베이나 밀레 튜나명으로 와 밀레 튜나 스스 낭미님도 대토로 와 낭미님도 대tum나 미래에 강바첨보직나라 미징이 되어 말 강바첨보직나라 미싱아 투님도 대적으로 아니 강바 싱아 무기지 되어 말 강바직 무기지 대션디 렌딩 대션디도 아니 강바신다 되도 선다 배 칼라세션을 되도 아니 스트레스 민도 먼저 스트레스 망고야 된다 배샤 용거라 강에 배샤 용거도 많아지지로 근데 민도하다 이거는 삼나 야고 땅에 용시에 민도하대요.
So around that then being patient would mean reducing the stress because one is patient with the people in one's immediate surroundings, those to the left and right, your loved ones, your friends. And this is not talking about patience around finance or money issues, not at all. It's that from the depths of the heart, you are patient when others are going through problems or like getting on your case or giving you a difficult time. We're talking about cultivating deep friends here through friends that we can rely on when things are difficult, not just because of money. So then you start to see that if you are practicing patience when you're when your people close to you are going through difficulties, then what they start to see is they know that they'll be there for you. They will be there for you when those difficulties come. So this is a deep, like a heartfelt friend. So if we can cultivate 2 or 3 of these friends in our life, that would be fantastic. Not just talking about coming from things going well because you got a lot of money. No. And then another point is that in terms of the harmony, what we tend to see is that when the patience is there, there's harmony with the family and friends. Harmony with the family and friends. The fact that we are able to help each other out. So then when we are able to look out for each other, in that sense, let's say one person is having difficulty due to the wages being low or not having the money to do something basic, like visit Auckland, so you're prepared in that sense to help them out with that ticket to Auckland, whatever, these types of things. And then if that practice is being, if that forbearance is being cultivated from a heartfelt level, you can live together with a bigger group of people, knowing that you are looking out for each other, not just 1 or 2, but living more people together in a bigger place. There's less of a mortgage on the house, and all that money that you'd be spending on the mortgage, you can spend on food or whatever, or something else, because automatically the harmony is already there. So once more, patience here, we're not talking about just money friends.
And nowadays, house is bigger. Family is more smaller. House is more bigger. And a big house, live 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. 3 people not much see nowadays. And then in family, 5 family, and maybe big 5 house. This stress is where I read.
Yeah.
Stress the name water that.
That itself seems to be a cause for stress. The big house, small group.
And you have good passion, and you have become more flexible people. Then you can live everywhere. Doesn't matter. Next February, April, I want to go to Christchurch. 2 people say, come to my place. I don't need book hotel. And then in June, July, I want to go to Auckland. And we have some Tibetan gathering. Yeah. Already 2 families say, come to live my place, I don't need book motor. 데려와다 제가 지체는 강벌라고 문다로 파주도 강벌 조지나 사바 국자 간도 아니야 되는 데로 인지민지 그로 그 데려와 소금도로 아니 배샤도 선 용어도 와 배샤도 선 용어이나 심대 총어도 와
If you have that flexibility and patient attitude, when you go and stay, you can stay anywhere. You don't have to be on a nice bed. You can just sleep on the sofa and put up with that. And then you don't have to pay as much. When there's less worries around what you have to pay, automatically mind is relaxed.
And sometimes you want to move house and you have lots of friends. You can ask, please, next Sunday I want to move my house. All your friends coming. They can helping you maybe 4 hours finish your house moving. Usually people don't do like that. 3 weeks, 3 months packing. I want to move the house. Stressful. All the time talking stressful. And if you have friend, I have this experience in Nepal. I went in 2001. And I have similar country, maybe 7 family, very close. And I go, one night go this family, another night go there, I go one round, sleeping their house because they want me to be there. And then one day, and one family bought a new house. And they said, we have Monday night. No. Saturday night we have party in some other house. And one family said, "Oh, tomorrow I want to move in house. Please come for us. Help me. Just talking. Tomorrow I want to moving." And then they say, yeah. And or maybe 20 people coming there. And then a little bit of mess. And I thought, this is no good idea. Maybe some people go there, and some people go there, some people traveling, some people may cooking something. I mean, you can make some plan. I make some plans a little bit simple. 5 people go there, 5 people go there. Big house moving, 3 hours finish. 3 hours finish. We start 9 o'clock. And 12 o'clock we moved already new house. Already new house, we have big yummy lunch. Someone cooking there. 3 hours, house moved there already. Perfect, no problem. One person very hard lost, bed and furniture, and 2, 3 people easy to pick up. Very simple, very simple. No stress, very enjoy, lots of fun. 어딘데 지혜도 족보 야보여나 아니 강보보야라 강의 재미도 봐. 자 등산도 강보를 배셔되고라. 배셔야돼서 갈라서시는 되도 족.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so if the supportive friends are there, then it becomes easy to move, to do things like that with support. But these days we have to put so much kind of money into that money that could be used for us to eat with and so forth.
아니, 한번더 밀어 저것이 라비아데 갖고 싶더라.
Yeah. Sometimes it's even hard to ask help.
때문에 스테이트 최고의 민도하러.
We should never get to such a state where we're worried to ask friends for help.
제가 다 저거곰 지균에 도보야 보이나 아니 그 라비아라 강해요 말아. 너 지균에 대화하고 매비 인자. 아니 라보주는 칼레도 가보도 알아.
If we are really being forbearing or practicing patience with each other, should be so easy to ask for a hand. Somehow we're in the condition these days where that can become difficult.
다 스트레스면은 anxiety 용사요 말에. 아니 loneliness에 chance 거나요 말에. 아니 depression 해야되다 그거 거나요 말다.
Yeah. So once the stress is there, anxiety, loneliness, depression can come. But with patience, none of that can even have the chance to come in.
And also this daytime I saw one family, they want to buy motorbike, bagba.
Yeah.
Motorbike. And they want to buy, but they say I think 50,000, not 15,000 rupees, something 100,000 rupees, something not enough. They're talking. I also, I have 20, I have 10, everyone. You don't worry. Anytime you have money, bring me. Easy to the sort, right?
Yeah.
Also, kashi donda ju kashi jonga ya song. Ko bagwa lamsan yo to song ade. Gangen chino mindo bagwa nyo. Koran labsa gomo donda ngapji dangamindo, right? Konse kaya mar ngal ju yore ngal jonga yore ngal nga yore ngal ju nyushi yore. Sanyi bagwa sao tan len le lao sho chu to. Tizu ta ngone ya go da tinde ya go yuna.
The condition around this person was that they wanted to buy a motorbike. I think they were 50,000 short or whatever. So then talking to the friends, no problem. And someone put in 10, some 15, some 5. And so then the money was easily got. And the next day the person had their motorbike. So that would be a good scenario.
Last two months ago, my sister bought a new car for her husband. And then her 2 daughters has very good job. Then 2 daughters bought new car. And their one son, he want to give some donate money. And 2 daughters already put money. And then he was late. And I told him, You give later, he using lots better. Give your father, give some better. But 낭미기 상마로 루체 파즈 셔츠나 야고도 낭미 가시 베샤 야고 용거를 가시 용거 말에 파즈 셔츠네요. 상말라 베샤 야고 용거 말어 봐. 파즈 베샤 지고 깨져 말아. 먼저 매지세야 돼. 지고선 대 깨져 말어 봐.
Yeah.
디콘도 너르고도 와.
It seems we have the mistaken attitude of this life of just focusing on the money side of it. But in terms of families, that's not going to work. If the family has the attitude of looking out for each other, first and foremost, then if someone wants to buy something, if the other members help that person out because some are earning more, some are earning less. That would seem to be the way to go, not just this idea of just thinking about money in the lifetime.
다 두주시려면 다 다리 둔다들라다 스베냠네 kom야게 랑종 레스트랑서.
Yeah. The following week, if we could practice meditating on patience, that would be good to take with us.
다드네 드린 건다 양야다 지키랑 랑종레 다 랑종로 도고 많이 구글하고들래요 드린 따제신 수수수 따제 따디베 계정물에도 와 아니 네 얘기를 편도도 와 다드린에 내가 만들고 가르쳐서 이게 삼무치 땅 아니 내가 논리든 되잖아 봐 주셔야지로 아산이네 양야 지금에 삼 담자로 이 양세 제토비나 아니 얘기를 편도도 와
So then reflecting, this is something that we are free to do. It's like a type of like a homework. Tonight, before we sleep, check your mind and check that if there's any mistakes you made in the day, be aware of them. And if you are aware of any mistakes, then have a sense of awareness around it, regret around it, and try to resolve not to do it again.
다드네 니 야가로 봐다 드링하라기 내가 곰자 선배 밀레펜도로 제 수버 곰트비아당 닝지 곰트비아당 다 닝지 계정 뭐셔래 그봐 닝지데 냠낸 조체나 참반 닝지 신변 신동에도 텐도당 대화된도이다 참지셔야 돼 안저 메제게 냠낸 소래 조디 가드이네 디 삼무당 아니 딘데게지 데스 닝지다 참바로 곰트 인데잖아 가오곰 아니 나 드링 배하고 중샤 나 딘데지 요 중샤 야고 중샤 개와 야고 중샤 땅에서니 딜레 하거지 지기 인삼제네 디파 징오면은 야고 체제 니 구구이나 아니 니디 기부 아니 수부대 되오 아니 닐 지잖아 니나에 야고 시땅 노스체나 아니 니마지기다 곰냠네 베지기 냠네 데레 근데 내 대가나다 소소 믹세게 하지 믹세 냠내든데 지기나 아니 데스 갈래접 순종 롭종 데스 치고르면서 지기 단당에 대지 발라발라 라데딩아 로뉴실라즈 갈래접션조 데브르다스로 나 다가서 탭질로 이게 현재 용조 말에서 로뉴실하고지 베데 풀 스타트 체인지oti 텐데게 둠데지 레메시 지기 네 단도 대셔야 돼 탭카시실로지 대 용산조 계저 말에서 저 신고래서로 가시에게 렐한다고 통구열에 딜렐라요 말해서
So then here then at the end of the day reflecting on the day if things have in fact gone well on the kind of positive side if you have been able to help others and being patient with others and then moreover compassion is the main thing to be able to meditate on compassion and affection for other living beings because this mind of compassion thinking that how wonderful if other beings were free from their suffering and its causes may they have that mental and physical well-being now if you can cultivate such thoughts in this life this would be the best and as before you go to sleep if you can reflect on these things and rejoice in the virtue that you have done today, then that sleep that you have, going to sleep with such thoughts is very good. The sleep becomes virtue, the body is relaxed, and sometimes even the dreams go well. So what I've just been through is like a basic approach to meditation for the day, with the motivation in the morning and so forth. So this is advice that I'm sharing, not just from the books, certainly not. It's not just that I read books about this, but put some effort over like 20 years. And then through my experience, this is what I see to be good. If you want to take this further, then it's up to you to study on a more advanced level. But these basic things that I'm sharing don't just come out from reading books. It comes from putting them into practice. And I think this is something we should know well. It might look easy, but it takes a lot of effort.
그래서 the chef, you see chef, cooking looks very easy, you know. It's working very hard. He come to best to best. He come to dishwash and chopping vegetable and long term process, right?
Yeah.
And it's not easy in mental. And the good thing is mental suffering or problems very fast fix. And physical problems takes very long, you know, skin disease very, very long. But the same ge 동해 다 same ge join데 직 야부팅은 뒤주 튼두진나라 교단도 그랬어. 숙북이 나저도 다와 로망고 그러거든.
Yeah.
대야 내가 지기 그랬어.
One point is that if you apply the good antidote countermeasure to mental sufferings and problems, you can see quite quick results. But if sometimes there are physical diseases that take months or even years to get over, to get rid of.
그 쌤이 주어주셔줘.
Why? Mental continuum is in a constant state of change.
We see easy for children, you know. Children smiles happy, then they're smiling and they're singing, and something wrong they cry. Just 1 second changing, you know. Right?
Yeah.
Our mind like that, quickly changing. Beautiful. Easy to go up and down. 그러니까 세보다 쌤들 대해서 집에는 상마 야구라고 그래. 쌤들 대해서 마 집에는 상마 야구 매버라고 그래. 람산 주어도거다. 람산 주어도거다.
Our minds are quite fickle. When things are looking good, everything looks beautiful, and conditions change, everything's looking negative. At once, there seems to be these changes.
야, 나 닝제부 돈이 들제 돈이더나 저거야 곰세.
So, if one wants to see everything in a beautiful light, be patient. Cultivate forbearance.
Yeah, that is our.
Yeah, we'll probably stop for today's round. You did that.